Hi guys, and welcome to another Greg video. This will be the last video I record this year, so Happy New Year's for everyone watching, since this will come out in 2025. Um, but yeah, a few updates this week, a few progression stuff, a few cleaning up stuff. So yeah, don't remember everything, so let's just go through everything. Starting with, of course, our lengthened building. I think last week I mentioned that I fixed this stuff, but I actually didn't. It broke again, so I fixed this time. I used the wireless cover with the amount and this as well, basically to turn on this cover. Just kidding. Oh yeah, there we go. This cover, and we just bounce the cell back and forwards. I don't really like this setup. I'll be honest. I shouldn't really need to have this pipe here. The atom conduits should have been fast enough, but I guess they were working a bit faster than the redstone. So yeah, I ended up fixing that. I think I did upgrade here, probably here I think, but I don't quite remember. I'm not going to go through this right now, but yeah, I did some more bees. I'm still working on to get a few new species. I did some of the bees related with the gases, like the neon and the xenon, which are very useful. Some of the twilight forest bees as well, and a couple others. I want to really go through everything, but yeah. Naquadah line, no changes. However, I do need to upgrade this neutron activator because we are processing a lot of Nequadria, and we are not really able to keep up with the production. As you guys can see, we have 100 million of the Nequadria rich solution to process in that neutron activator. And this one, so we need to make this tower basically to make this go faster. And the other upgrades that we'll be doing here in our Naquadah line are kind of waiting for the lasers and also kind of waiting for to convert this mostly to megas. At least the chemical reactors will be going to megas. Right, but the other thing is right now we also don't really need to upgrade this because I think Naquadah is one of the resources we have the most. I mean, almost 2 million enriched, almost 2 million the normal one, normal Naquadah, and a bit more than half a million Nequadria. So we are pretty good on most of this stuff, and right now we don't really use it that much. So I'm pretty sure we are fine. We have a bunch to process, but I guess that's the usual with our void miners blasting through. But yeah, in here not really much changes. Fusion reactors are the same. In our chemical area there are a few new things, I think. First of all, we have this stuff here. I think this is new. This is for the styrene butadiene rubber that we needed for some of the tank cells down there in our yacht area, and also the big barrel brewery. And this is basically just for lubricant. Oh, we are out. We are out of oil. But yeah, basically just set this up a few hours ago. And yeah, this is for a lubricant. This is a new multi-block brewery. This might not really be the most efficient recipe for the lubricant, the way we are doing this right now. But yeah, we have a ton of oil. But anyway, let's keep moving. No changes here. Not here. I guess I sped up these machines here for the indium since we needed a lot of it. But most of the stuff is the same. I also upgraded some of these machines here. This buffer clearly needed an upgrade because of the bees. I'm pretty sure that was because of the bees. So I upgraded this tank, changed a bit of the recipes. Um, so yeah, I guess everything else is the same. Let's keep on moving in this direction. This is all the same. The ISO thingy, I already moved that to there in the last episode. But I guess I upgraded some of the energy through here, since as you guys might know, we needed a lot of the 1,2-dimethyl benzene. So we are pumping this up like crazy. And I'm not really sure if I mentioned this last episode, because last episode was like 15 minutes before I cut some parts out, so I might have cut this part out, but our plan is to just remove this from here, the benzene production, and basically turn it into 1,2-dimethyl benzene production using the Twist large cooking factory. Let me see if I can find it, because it's a pretty funny multi-block. Let's see if I can. Let's. Uh, I was trying to see if I could locate it somehow, but nothing is showing up really. I'm wasting time. But it's basically a massive coke oven which has unlimited parallels. So the plan is to basically just have a giant sequoia sapling in our TGS. Just get a bunch of wood, process it all into the 1,2-dimethyl benzene, and well, we basically can have 100% upkeep on our bees, which I mean we currently have, but we are not really 100% keeping up with the phthalic acid. We are more or less, but we definitely could use a lot more phthalic acid, so we need to do some upgrades there, I guess. But anyway, let's keep on moving. A bunch of new yachts I added since then. I think we add up to the neutronium one, which is now empty since I'm using a little bit of this. We also have the helium-3. I got tired of having to switch out the tank almost every day for the tin plasma, so I just got some ender tanks. Added here the tank, and these ones are for the gases. I don't really remember the name, but the important gases. So we have neon and krypton. We already have the xenon there, so we are good. We don't really have argon. We are producing argon the other way, and I guess I just skipped argon. I think argon is needed for something later on, so I should probably store it somewhere, but I'm not really doing that right now, I guess. But yeah, no changes here. I'm not really sure until when we'll have this room. This is producing a bit of power right now, but it's not really that much compared to our steam from here. So yeah, I'm not really sure what will happen to this. Maybe we upgrade this to the green rocket fuel, maybe. We can look into that, or just double some of the slower machines like this one and this one, since those two are basically our bottlenecks. And right now we can't really upgrade the coils or anything better, so we can have more parallels and more speed. So yeah, that's something to look into. Waterline, no changes. We still haven't got the tier 6 water, but that's on my to-do list. We already have the wetware circuits to build that, so I'll be looking into that pretty soon. But in our circuit assembly line room, basically I upgraded almost all of the energy hatches to UV. I guess just yeah, these three here are still ZPM. But to be fair, these ones are the MV, the LV, and the ULV circuits, which we don't really need that often, and they are fast enough with the ZPM hatches. So yeah, they don't really need any changes, or at least to make them much faster. And then of course I added the wetwares, the assemblies, and the supercomputers which is pretty nice. And here on the left side, I started a new room, which is kind of almost finished. I just need to do the roof. It's actually uh, more completed than this one. I started on the first layer of windows in this. No new changes here, by the way. I started on a new on the first layer of windows, but I need to do the second one, then the roof as well. This one has the second layer of windows, but it needs the roof. Still need to work into that, and of course the outside accents, I guess. So like these ones have here, they have the second layer. So these ones will have the second layer as well. That's missing as well. So yeah. But yeah, these are basically our dedicated um, advanced assembly lines. At the moment, they don't really provide any speed boost compared to regular assembly lines. I need to have them with more energy. Um, but yeah, I'm being kind of conservative right now. I'll probably use the Compact Mark II Fusion for power, maybe. I'm still kind of unsure because I'm still crafting it. First of all, I'm still crafting it. It has um, yeah, I still need like 220 coils more of these ones. Um, and the idea is to basically start producing more tin plasma so you can have more turbine power to have more energy to spend on other things. I'm being really conservative. We are producing a lot for the energy we are using. If we want to upgrade some machines further, I think we'll have to upgrade our power as well. But right now we should have a kind of a big margin. But yeah, let's just move on to this. I left space here for at least like 24 assembly lines, so it would have been supposed to have like I counted for the max size for the assembly line, so should have been 2 here, and 2 more here, like 4, then 2, then 2, 4, and 4. But yeah, not every single one needs to be max size, so I guess I just spaced them like this. Which at the end will be a little bit weird on these sides here. But it doesn't really matter, I guess. And of course these ones are subnetted. They work pretty fine as is. And for all of them I left some space on the side so they can be doubled up. I wasn't really sure how the interaction would be with the second input hatches, with the input hatches I mean, because the fluids are consumed on the first craft, I think. So I wasn't really sure how it was going to work with the two of them. I guess it would be fine to share the input hatches, but I just left them like this. I think it should be fine like this. It also be fine to share, but I left them like this. And then I just got P2P dual interface, so we can have the other one like on this side. The only thing I'm not really sure about. I mean, it's not like I'm not sure, but I guess I over-engineered this a bit. I guess we could just have a single subnet for both crafts, I think. But I'm not sure, so I just decided to separate them both. I might try them on later with for newer setups, but right now I'm just doing it like this. They don't look too bad. I try to go for the clean aesthetic as well. I don't really like the setup where the assemblers are all lined up and then the cabling is a mess. I just prefer to do them like this. Obviously, we are not parallelizing like multiple times, but I think this is fine enough, at least for now. The plan is also to do some universal advanced assembly lines, but I never really tried that setup. First of all, And second of all, I don't think we really need it right now. It would be a kind of a huge boost, but I don't think it's really necessary. Our two assembly lines down there, I think they do the job, and the rest of the base is able to keep up with them, and them are able to keep up with the rest of the base. So I think it's fine for now, at least. Maybe later. But yeah, that's everything on that side. Let's keep on moving to, I guess, this side. I haven't really done anything with the plot line. It still needs to be upgraded, but yeah, I'll move it. I added this alloy blast smelter here. This is, at least for now, just for the rhenium. Rhenium? Rhenium? Not really sure how to pronounce this, but it's one of those GT++ alloys which are a pain to craft. And since I didn't really have any more buses we can use from this one, I just decided to go ahead and craft a new one. And I'm using the kinda, I'd say kinda shitty, but they're kind of shitty, the dual input buffers. We can have basically both items and liquids in the same buffer. Um, just so that we don't really have to do this setup with the ingredient buffers and the dual interfaces. I say they are kind of shitty because the crafting input buffers, not the buses, the buffers, like this that interact directly with the ME system. I think those are like LUV or UIV. Yeah, those are UIV. So it feels like we are skipping a lot of steps uh, to get this, but I'll be honest right now, I think I already said this before, but I don't really like the setup where we have to use the ingredient buffers to input directly into the bloods. I mean, it makes sense, right? Because they are not really adjacent. But it feels a little bit unnecessary and cluttered. I don't really like to have this setup right here, like this. So these are really helpful to make cleaner setups. So that's mainly why I'm using them. It's actually the first twist tool I'm using. Yeah. After that, I upgraded some. Well, that's our. This is actually our oil pump, the first one. But yeah, I upgraded most of the cabling to UV, so we have now every machine or almost every machine at least running UV, which is really nice. I upgraded also other machines to have the cribs. I upgraded our extruder and our mixers to have cribs, so we are now good on that. Still a bunch of other machines I need or should upgrade, but those will come with time, I guess. Also, I added a new machine right at the end here. This is basically just an arc furnace, multi-block arc furnace. It's really fast, and we don't really have this tower here with IV machines anymore, which is great. I'll probably dedicate this space to have dedicated Vulcanus just to do the circuit 3 recipes, because it's really annoying when I have to switch here the circuit from, well, I have here always the circuit 3, but sometimes I'm doing a craft and I need to really take out the number 11 just to let the circuit 3 recipes go for the circuits. So yeah, oh, and I also switched the radon with the xenon since we are pumping a lot of them right now, and we also have the bees. So yeah. And I think that's mostly it. I did some upgrades in our, not here, but in our ore processing. Mostly just to energy hatches for our sieving, since this was very slow before. So this is now a little bit faster. And yeah, I think that's mainly it. Yeah, I think so. I think so. So our next goals will be to get the tier 6 water, get our compact Mark II, which by the looks of it I might just jump directly into the compact Mark III, but we'll see. Also to finish the new building that I started to get the Icor one. The Icor one actually, I upgraded my one in my scepter. In the meantime, actually kind of enjoy doing Thumbcraft when we actually have auto crafting um, stuff. It isn't really that bad. So I got this scepter which has 300 capacity, which is very good, very good. And I also got this one which has 200 capacity. And the great thing about this is that we can have more time in between charges. Since I use this a lot for the one of equal trade, so yeah, that's great. I don't need to go recharge every 5 minutes. So yeah, that's the main things I did. But yeah, getting the Icor one will be very, very nice. I think we can craft it already. I should have enough V capacity in the one. But that's something I still need to look into. Then of course the Cyclotron, we need at least 3. I'm going to craft at least 3 just to get the quantum anomalies going. Of course the Fusion Mark III we are very close to. I think we can craft this already even, since I just got the wetware mainframes. It should be here. There we go. Complete the quest. There we go. So we should be able to craft this as well. And I guess this special elevator gets opened up. I don't think it's really that good to craft it in EOV. I guess for me at least this is more of a UHV machine. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, oh, and also, of course, the passive, the Cosmic Neutronium. We don't really have any right now, but we could do this already with the dusts. But this is a very slow recipe, so I'm going to set up at least 4 or a quad industrial centrifuges, just to get this going a little bit quicker. And we'll see how this goes. And of course, we also have the flight is bugged again. But yeah, of course, we'll also have the plot line. I'll also be doing the nano resins line, which is kind of an extension of the lanthanides line. I'll be doing the new wood production, also referred to some as the mega wood line. Yeah, I think that's mainly it for now. For our compact fusions, I was going to place them like this in line, but now I'm thinking about placing them just underground somewhere. But yeah, I guess I'll have to look into that, since we'll be having like a lot of compacts. From experience, we'll be having a lot of them. This time I hope I have more than last time, because those compact Mark IVs, they were very helpful in the late game. They were a pain to craft, like very painful to craft the compact Mark IVs, but they were rocking. So we definitely need to get to up our fusion game, at least from last time. That's kind of what I did here. Um, just not tiny scale, but yeah, we'll be needing a lot of compacts. And at least right now, I don't really feel comfortable with just coming here. This is not the A system. With just coming here and like not this ones, but this one. So like asking for this amount. Most of the stuff we have missing is buffer issues. We have this on passive, this as well, this, and this. But yeah, this will probably have to passive, because this is a pain, and this is actually a recursive recipe, so it's even more of a pain. But we'll be passiving these ones. because doing this manually is it's getting a little tiring. But most of the stuff we will be using a lot of helium, a lot of osmium as well, which might be a little sign for us to get on with the new plotline. But yeah, we'll see, we'll see. But for today, that's really everything. Hope you guys have enjoyed it, and hope you guys have a nice 2025. And yeah, that's it for me. Bye bye. I completely forgot to mention, but I also got the PCB factory going. It's a very basic one. I did a little decor. Also have a door. I don't really like the lighting on the door. Doesn't really feel right, so that's why I placed it like this. But anyway, we just have a simple setup on the back. We can't really even overclock this, unfortunately. It needs the overclock upgrade, and I just have really the bio upgrade, so we can get the wetwares going. Otherwise, they are a lot more expensive to get the wetwares circuit boards. So yeah, we have this, and I also started on to do this. This is basically just so we can access the databank with the storage hatches. The access hatches with the storage buses. But then I realized we can't really automate these ones. We need the automatable. If I can write automatable, this one's here, and this one's require the dreaded UHV circuits. So I'm not really sure when I'll be getting this, but they are a bit expensive right now, since I just got the UHV circuits. But yeah, after we get that, we'll be able to access our databank through this terminal. So yeah, right now it's just impending use. But yeah, that's basically it.